Hey everyone, IAAPFilms here, and today I will be making a beginner's tutorial on how to use Roblox Studio, many of its functionalities, and in general how it works. So, before starting this, I just want to tell you guys that I've been scripting for over 7 years now, as I have started at 6 years old, which I was not taking it that seriously at that age, honestly. But it was still quite a nice hobby. So yeah, just to tell you guys that I'm skilled and I'm not just some random guy who wants views by well giving useless content. I do want views, but I also want to help people. So yeah, let's start with this tutorial right now. So when you enter in your first place, which when you enter Roblox Studio, you will be met with this screen right there, the new thingy screen, and you gotta click in one of these two. It doesn't matter which one, but I personally like pressing on this one because there isn't anything more than a base plate inside of it. And yeah, so once you're inside of this place, you will find probably these two tabs right here, the Explorer and Properties tab. They will both be in your screen somewhere over there, with the Output tab and the Command bar. Let me look for it. It's like yeah, right here, Command bar. So yeah. Now here in the Explorer, you will find many things. One of them is going to be the Workspace, another Players, another will be Lightning, Material Service, and all of these. Which we won't go over all of these, we'll just go over the simplest ones, such as the Workspace, the Starter Player, no, not the Starter Player, I think it's like Starter Pack or something. We're going to go over Starter GUI, Server Script Service, Replicated Storage, and Workspace. So, yeah, those are the first things that we're going to go over in the tutorial. So let's start right now. So in the Workspace, when you join in your game, you will find these things right there. Hold on, these things. The camera, terrain, and the base plates. The base plate is this thing right here. As you can see, I can delete it by pressing on the delete button or the backspace button, and it'll delete it. And to go back from deleting it, you can just click on this you can click on this button right here. It's the cancel button. Then you can press the Control Z, or you can press the Control Z button, which will do the same, but it's just way faster and yeah, way more efficient. That is what I've been using when I've been deleting it and doing this. Since I haven't been pressing on this, the thing I was doing, it was Control Z. Now to go back to deleting it, like since it was here and then you deleted it and stuff, you can go do Control Shift Z or Control Y, which both of them work. So yeah, those are quick shortcuts for these two buttons right here. Those will be quite useful. For this one, you can just press it. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. But these two, I like to always keep a shortcut at hand with them. So yeah, it's really makes stuff faster because, you know, it just does. So now here in the Workspace, that's where all the stuff that you add in is. So in this Workspace thing, when you hover over it, you'll see a plus button with a gray background. When you press on that, you can add in multiple things, which one of them is a part. The part here, which you can select by clicking on the Model tab right here, then clicking on the Select button with my mouse icon, and then you can just click on the part, and you will be able to see it. Now to go closer to that part, you can click on F, and that basically means focus. It'll focus on the part and bring you super close to it. Same can be done with the base plate, but since it's bigger, it'll zoom you out quite a lot. So yeah, the part right here, you can add it by, once again, I'll show you guys, by hovering over the workspace, click on the plus icon, and if you can't find it anywhere here close, then you can click on this search bar and look up part. Then you can click on it and it'll spawn in. And so yeah, that's how you make a part. That part, you can edit it with all of these right here. So there is this thing which I never really understood how it worked personally, because like I never really used it. So yeah, there's this thing right there. You can use it to edit stuff, and it's pretty easy to use if you're familiar with that kind of stuff. Like if you do Blender and stuff like that, which you probably don't since you're a beginner and has just came in here to learn stuff. Which, don't worry guys, I will teach you how to do all this kind of stuff very soon. So yeah, you can edit it. I do not recommend using this transform tool. You can rotate it by pressing on the turn button, this rotate button, and you can rotate it from every single axis. So we're gonna make it like this, and like this. There you go, we rotated it. Then we can also scale it down or up. Here we're gonna make it quite long, but pretty like small, I guess. Long and small. That doesn't make a sense. That does not make sense at all. We're just gonna make it like this. It'll look like some sort of floating screen. That looks pretty cool. And then another thing you can do is move it around. So with this, you can do with the arrows, you can move it around, which is better. But if you want, you can also grab it and move it around. But that'll only move it once it's close to ground, so that it can go over that ground and move itself. But we don't want that, because that'll change the whole orientation and scaling. No, not scaling. The whole orientation we put on it. So we don't want that, which is why I'd highly just recommend doing this. And if you really want to stick it to the ground while it's like this, you can activate collisions, and normally it should like stop moving as soon as you bring it over here, and as it touches the ground. Right here you can see this corner is the thing that's touching the ground, which is how you make and modify parts in the game. So we can make a simple house with this. Let's make a new part. Scale it up. There. Then we can make also, there isn't only one kind of part you can make. You can make blocks. You can make spheres, which are circles. You can make wedges. You can also make... No, I think those are wedges, but I'm not sure. Anyways, you can also make these things. And last off, you can make cylinders, which are one of the most useful ones along with the blocks, in my opinion. So yeah, you can make all these things, but I don't recommend using Roblox Studio for it if you're really like, if you're getting quite advanced. But if you aren't, then I'd really just recommend using the default Roblox Studio one. So yeah, that's how you manipulate and make parts. Now let's move on to the next concept. In the workspace, I've shown you guys how to make parts, how to make stuff like appear and all that kind of stuff like that. Which now means we can move on to the graphical stuff, also known as the GUI. So let's go into Starter GUI, this place right here. You can create something called a screen GUI. You just have to click on this, and over here somewhere you should see the screen GUI button. But if you don't, you can do just like we did earlier, go to the search bar and press on screen GUI. Then, well, type screen GUI, then you can press it once you find it. And once you do, nothing will pop up on the screen. And that is because we haven't added anything to our screen GUI. So let's add a frame here. As you can see, this frame is fully like we can change its position and stuff. And this frame, you can scale it up in any axis. Also scale it down in the Y and X axis, which are all of the ones that you have for graphical user interface, which stands for GUI, graphical user interface. Now in this frame, you can add in multiple things, such as text labels, which are basically just text button thingies, but you can't really click them because like if you click them it won't do anything. But there are text buttons as well. So let's just call this my label. Then in this same frame we can add a text button, which this is the thing that you can click. So my button, let's write that in it. We can also add in image labels, which allow you to put in your own images inside of them. And text boxes, which are like if you play games like simulator games and stuff like that, you'll see people having like code system and stuff that allow you to write stuff inside of them. The chat also uses text boxes to and text boxes, what they're used for, they basically allow you to write whatever you want inside of them. So I wrote this, and that basically just saves that thing that I just wrote, and I can write anything I want inside of it, as long as it doesn't break the Roblox filter system, obviously. And yeah, it will put itself in, and you can make lots of things with that, such as a code system, a chat system, if you want to make a custom one. You can also, well, you can do a bunch of stuff with this text box thingy. And last off, we have got an image button. It's basically like a text button, but it's with an image. And the image label is like a text label, but with an image. So this is how this all works. And you don't have to put it all inside of a frame. It can just be inside of the screen GUI thingy, and it'll show perfectly. This is just because we changed their position, so I'll just make a new one. There you go. Text button. Whoopsies. I didn't need to click on that. I apologize. So, text box. Nice. Image button. Text label. And image label. Oh, whoops, I have caps lock. So yeah, as you can see, this stuff, all of it works. And yeah, we don't have to worry much about this. So now we're gonna move on to one of the most important parts, which are properties. Properties are used for basically everything in the game. Whether it goes off to the workspace in the parts and stuff, you can change all the settings of that part. It can go off to anywhere, like in doing anything, literally. This functionality, the properties, is basically just necessary for doing anything in your game. For example, this part. Let's see this properties tab right here. One second, let me just expand it. Great. Now here we just have to select the part that we want to go in the properties in, and once it's selected, the properties will automatically turn to the properties of that part. So first, in appearance in the part, you can see we can change its color by clicking on brick color, and here we can hover on each one of them, and that will show us a glimpse of what it would look like with that color. So if we want to make it toothpaste I meant, we can just click on toothpaste and this color will apply onto it automatically, which is awesome, isn't it? Then there's also a cast shadow property. Here, as you can see, it has a cool shadow under it. If we deactivate cast shadow, then it won't cast a shadow anymore. It just won't have a shadow and it'll disappear. If we activate it though, it will have one, which will make it look way more realistic. So cast shadow can be used for realism, making games more realistic and all kinds of stuff like that. Then we've got this color property. It's way more specific to use. Like if you have a specific color code you want to use, like a hex code or red RGB code, It's like red, RG, green, blue. Okay, yeah, RGB code. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Then you can use that to your advantage. The red color, this thing right there. And here you can also change the saturation, the value, and the tainting, which will automatically also change the color. And here you have a selection of the same colors that are here, that are in the brick color, but you can also select one from the screen, which is really useful in my opinion. Like if you have for example this thing, hold on. Oh wait, let me check. Oh yeah, the Roblox Studio logo. It's blue. If I want to use that color, then I can just hover over the Roblox Studio color, check how it works, and then click on it, after having clicked on the select color from the screen button. And yeah, then you can add this to your color palette thingy, which that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna select this, add there, and there you go. Now you can check this place and use this color at any time you want. See, that's how this kind of stuff works with the colors. Now we're gonna move on to the materials. You can change the material of your stuff, but it doesn't really show because we have this this color. So we have asphalt, which is just some pebble rock thingies. It's like what you see on the ground when you go outside normally, other than grass. Basalt, that's another type of rock. You see it mostly on like rock decorations and stuff. It's a cool material. Then you got brick, obviously it's brick. Cobblestone, that's cobblestone. Concrete, corroded metal, cracked lava. Cracked lava is great paired off with a good red color. Really red, yeah. As you can see, that really looks like lava and it is very realistic. Then diamond plates. That just makes it look like a diamond plate material. Fabric. That's what you use on rugs. Foil. Oh yeah, that foil. It's like when you get a paper all ruined. You see that kind of material. Then force field. That'll make it look invisible, just like the force field that you have around you when you spawn in most games. But some of them disable that, which there is a way to do that, and a bunch of things disabled too. Next up, we have got the glacier thingy. How do I say it? Oh my god, did I just say glacier? Anyways, we have got glass then. Over in the glass thingy, I'm pretty sure it's like just a super small bit transparent or something. No, it's actually not. Yeah, it's not transparent. What am I talking about? Ground, ice. Anyways, yeah. So you can see how many materials there are. Smooth plastic makes it completely just normal. It makes it look normal. And so yeah, those are properties. You can use them to change anything, including these things. You can change the image by looking for the image property, and then changing the image by pressing on this, and that'll wait. What? Why doesn't it want to let me choose my image? Wait, hold on. Let's do this one. Wait, what? That's not normal. It should not be doing that normally. It should be letting me like choose which image I want to use. Well, maybe it's because I'm recording my screen right now to make this video. Who knows? And in the text label, you can change colors. For an example, if I want the text color to be gray, I can do this. Background color to be gray as well, and transparent, just a bit transparent there. Then I can also I can adjust a bunch of properties. You see how this works? So yeah, that's how screen GUIs and most things work inside of Roblox Studio. Now we're gonna move on to scripts. So I'm soon gonna make a scripting series, like that'll teach you all the basics about scripting. I'm gonna try to explain it in the best I can, but for now we're just gonna show you some basic stuff. Script. So in the script we can change the properties of stuff. I think I'm just gonna add that to a tutorial I'm gonna make in the future or something. But yeah, in scripts you can change basically everything. You can make stuff by using the instance.new thingy, then you add strings, and you can add anything you want. It can be a part, and then we add a comma and the parent of the object. Which, by the way, a parent is the thing that goes right above the thing that's like parented to something. For example, the parent of Baseplate is Workspace because it's inside of the it's inside of the Workspace and it doesn't have any other thing that's it's inside of. But here, if we add in a script into this, we can see that this script inside of the baseplate is parented, has a parent that is the baseplate itself, and not the workspace, because that's the thing that's directly above it. But it can have more parents. Like if you wanna change this to like have to see like which parents we're talking about and stuff, we can just do script.parent. That's the first parent, which is the baseplate, dot parent, and the second parent, which is the workspace, as shown right over here. So right now we would be mentioning the workspace and not the baseplate because we're talking about the second parent. So yeah, hopefully you understood how the parent system works, thingy. And there are also children, which is just the opposite. There's the baseplate and its children is the script. So here we can do local baseplate children equals to baseplate script dot parent dot script. I'm trying to do it in like the most simplest way as I can. I was about to write wait for child scripts, that it like waits for it to spawn in the game. And yeah, so that's how it works basically. I hope you understood the stuff that I explained over here, and we're gonna move on to some more stuff that you can use to make this this whole developing thingy easier. So here in the model tab, you have all this stuff. It'll make you able to select, move, and transform all kinds of things in any way. Use some geometrical transformations. Then you here have the collisions thingy, which when activated, whatever you hold and actually just whatever you move or hold or do whatever to, it will always stay in collision with the first thing that it's colliding with. So for an example, this thing, since I have collisions on, I should not be able to put him below the base plate, which that's exactly what's happening. So I'm glad to hear that. Then join surfaces, that's not really important. The turning degree, that just says like how much you turn the object. So if I have it at like 90 degrees, then it'll only allow me to turn 4 times until I do a 360 turn, which that'll make it go back to its initial position. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? If I do it at 45, it'll allow me to do double that, since 90 divided by 2 is 45. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Oh, whoops, I did it once more by accident. And here you can have the amounts of studs that you can move it from. If you put it at 2, then you'll be able to move it 2 studs per move. 1, 2. Oh wait, look. So 1. That's basically just 2 studs moved. If I put it at 50, then it'll do a very big movement. See? Yep. Even while being focused to the base plate, we can clearly see that this is quite a lot of like movement and stuff. But I usually like to keep it like 2 or 1. Something near that. Actually, not near that. One of those two. Because, yeah, that just helps me keep my stuff organized and well placed. Then here, the pivot stuff and alignment. I'm not really sure what they do because I never really used the pivot stuff in this. It's like a new functionality, I think. Oh my god, why did I press on that? And here we have an alignment tool, which is a new functionality as well. I haven't really used it much. But then here you can add in all these things which I explained earlier. Materials, they're basically the same, but you can change them in a more specific way or something, I think, or just preview them. I never really used this thing. I just changed my materials from the properties tab. Then you have the colors. You can change the color of whatever part you're selecting. If I select this part right there, then the color property and the model thingy, oh wait, what? There you go. Yeah. It'll change to that color. Oh my god, what did I do? It's the Greenievasion. So yeah, that's how the color thing works. Hold on, let me just... Oh my god, why can I not deselect this stuff? Alright, oh my god, that's crazy. Here you can also group stuff, which that's something I don't really use much unless I really wanna like consider something as like really one object. So for an example, if I make 2 parts, these two, you see them? Well, I can just select them, then click on model and click on this button right here. It'll make a group out of them, a model out of them. So if I edit the model in any way, it'll edit both of them equally. I can rotate them, it'll rotate them equally, and I can do all kinds of stuff with them. 11.25, that's how I keep it normally, I think. Oh my god, what is happening to this thing? Alright, there you go. Yeah, I guess that's okay. So yeah, you can model them or union them. That's another thing that can work. Select both of them. Unioning them will not allow you to edit them individually in any way. It'll just literally it'll mix them both as one object. You will basically just have one object that'll be this. While in a group, you can change the objects individually, like because they're inside of something. So yeah, you can union something, you can negative something, which will make it so that if you... Hold on, let me show you what that'll do. We're gonna negative this thing, then we're gonna put this inside of it, and we're gonna union these two right there. And oh, it didn't seem to do much. Hold on, did I? Oh yeah, they're one besides the other, that's why. It has to be one inside of the other. Then this part, the part that's getting inside of the negative part, it's gonna like, well, the part of the negative part that's inside of the part that's not negative. Oh my god, what is wrong with my words? Just look what happens once I union them. See, this thing, it got cut off exactly to how much the negative part was inside of the union part. So you can make really cool stuff out of this. I use it to make like spaces inside of stuff. Let me show you guys what I mean by that. Let's make this part, make it bigger, bigger, and bigger. make another one, deactivate collisions, and put it inside of this one. Then I can group it so that it always edits like in this way. It doesn't only edit in a single axis. I can also move this up once. Then I can unmodel this thing, dissociate, and turn this into a negative part. 1 second. Model negative, there you go. Then I can take these two and union them. That'll make this like a box, basically. So inside of this, wait, let me change the material to be neon, because neon makes it like really lighty and stuff. And inside of this is a box. Like, you can literally enter it and you'll be able to see your avatar. Let me show you guys. Can collide off. The can collide property, that'll allow you to be able to collide inside of the thing. If it's disabled, no, not inside. What am I talking about? Wait, what? Oh, I have to anchor it. Anchored is a property that'll allow you to make something not move, because like that's cool, you know. Yes, there you go. Now I should be able to go inside of it and I'll still see my avatar, like as if I'm in a box, which I am in a box. That's very very useful for negative parts. You can use that very easily with that. So yeah, that's how negative parts are used. Then there is the two most important properties, which are can collide and anchored. Anchored, basically, it determines if the part can fall or like, well, if it's enabled, then the part will not move. It will literally not budge in any way. You cannot do anything to it to make it move. But if it's off, though, you can it can move with whatever physics is changing its position. And can collide, it basically just enables you to collide with it or to not collide with it. So yeah, I think that's all there is to the basics in Roblox Studio. I hope you guys understood and learned new things from this video. I will start making my tutorials soon. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and you can also comment whatever you'd want me to post on. Like, for an example, if you want me to post on a certain thing, such as like, I don't know, maybe you don't understand something about properties, I can help you in the comments, or even make a whole video about it, because maybe many people are experiencing that problem. Who knows? So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks, bye.